Alright, so welcome back to the Distance Workshop Weekly. It is time to actually get started. So, yes, I did get all the new tracks. So, let's do menu levels and garages first. There are two new ones, and there was one by I think 11, said they added background music to the, ambience, yes. Let's see it, because I actually really liked this one. Oh, this one had music before, right? I think? Ah, shoot. Now I feel like I have to go back and review. Was this the one I was using for a bit? Or was that another one? Shoot. Someone said they added slowed background music to their garage, and I'm like, because it was one of the ones that I was like, I like it, but it needs music or something. I think it might have been this one. Darn. No, I'm actually not sure. I was like pretty convinced that I was right on this, and now I'm second guessing myself. If I'm wrong, I'm sorry. I'll try to look at it sometime when I sort out which one that actually is. But this is a good. I've reviewed this one. This is actually a really good menu. It just, yeah, I like this. The garage scene works fine, so yeah. Let's see this. Rembh. Rembh. This is, I think, the default camera. Okay, some minor interest with that starting zone, but otherwise it's just like a track going around in space. I guess the skybox is okay. It's not like bad, it's just like, I'm not really sure this offers too much as a menu. Like, it's not terrible, because the basic distance assets, they're fine. Like, the background of the stars and stuff, it's cool. Just, like, you know, kind of the wavy track going around up there being, like, one of the big things you notice visually. I'm just like, It's not terrible. Like, I could use this as a menu, but it's not really doing anything particularly good. And the garage is literally just this scene, but zoomed out, rotating around the car, which is fine. It's functional. It works. It's definitely not one of the better menus I've seen. Low Light Drive, main menu theme by Semtex. Ooh, like Semtex's stuff. I'm expecting this to be pretty nice. Ha, electric car charging station, nice. Because I believe our Fractor is, lore-wise, electric powered. I wonder how he got the wheels to spin like that. Nice. It's a little bit busy for a menu with the pink lines going by so fast. I feel like the pacing is a little fast, but like, it makes sense, but I'm like, I don't think it's too bad, but it does feel a little bit busy and distracting for a main menu. But that's kind of like, that's like the only things I could really complain about. Kind of a jarring change to the garage scene where everything's stationary, but I do like this garage theme. It's fun. It's fun and it's perfectly functional, which is nice. It's a good combination. So yeah. Good. We got a good menu. I mean, there were only really two. Yeah, because I was just looking at it. So yeah, let's move on. Start with challenge, because there's usually few of these, and I'd kind of rather get them out of the... Oh, a rhombus one. Okay. Go the length. I see what you did there. So you're saying I don't have to go the distance, huh? Oh. We are in a Kilgrid tunnel. No boost. Do have jump. Do not... Oh, interesting. I do not have grip thrusters, but I do have jump abilities. It's an interesting combination. Guess if I just drive off this at a decent speed, yeah, I will actually stay lined up enough with the road. The black and the gray, it's a little hard to see the obstacles, like which one's the ramp and such when they're coming up from a distance. It's not too bad since we don't have a booster. We get some time to really... Oh, what? Excuse me. Like, yeah, we're not going that fast, but that felt kind of cheap. Especially since we don't really have much time to analyze which side of the open gap. Like, we see the open gap and just like, oh, aim for that. And then it's like, oh, sorry, you have to pick the right side too. I'm like, I don't like that so much. Yeah, these black shapes are kind of just like an undiscernible blob until we kind of get closer to them. It's not the worst thing, but it is an issue I have with it. Okay. That's actually fairly narrow. It's weird because I feel like I don't want to slow down for stuff like that, but it's like you have to unless you have it memorized, which I dislike. Let me guess. What? Can I fit through this side? Yes. I would have actually been upset if that was too narrow to get through. Barely clipped it and died. Then I would have been like, okay, now I'm annoyed. Oh, there's a ramp. Oh, excuse me? Alrighty then. Why do we even have the jump? I don't feel like I've had much reason to use the jump. Maybe we'll be forced to use it because shit's blocked off by those death barriers at some point. Uh-oh, that's bad. Ah, we're fine. Alright, fair enough. That's part of the maneuvering challenge since we don't have any correction, you know. Get all your wheels on the ramp when you drive over it. That's fair enough. Alright, where's the... Okay, what? Is this the one where I actually have to jump? Do I have to go up a ramp and jump over the cube? Or, oh, no, I can just do that. Never mind. Okay, I feel like jumping off the ramp might send me too high at the top of the tunnel. I am fully expecting this path to be blocked. Yep. Can I slip through here? Okay. Doesn't feel like I could do that going at speed, but... So yeah, I don't feel like this course would feel good to try and, like, actually get a good time on. Like, it's fine when you're slowing it down and just trying to complete it, but it's like, actually trying to get a good time on this is like, oh, that's gonna suck. What? Is this level actually just a troll? These boxes have physics. They do. Oh my god. Okay, I think this level is actually just a troll. Alright, do not touch the death grids. I wonder if you could actually... come on. Does the auto-correction work? Okay, full boost. Yeah, but the boost is disabled. There is no full boosting into the boxes when you have no boost. I'll play this one more to see how I feel about it after. Before I immediately go to my judgment of no, screw you. See, I can just jump... No, I can't quite jump these ones. I can probably jump the cylinders, right? Let me try and learn some sort of tactics for this. Oh, that's very liable to kill me. I'm absolutely gonna jump into the edge of the barriers around this, doing that. I feel like it's like I feel like if I get it right, I can jump over these boxes. But that might be asking for too much to do consistently. Yeah, these boxes feel slightly bigger than the ones at the end. But I guess if you can full boost into physics objects and they won't kill me for regular driving into them? No. Okay, that's good to know. So wait, the canisters are physical objects. Does that mean I can plow through them? Ah. Okay. This is a sneaky level, huh? The trick is these are actually the safe path. I'm still not sure how I feel about this design-wise, but at least I can actually play this in a sane manner. Alright. That one, oh wow, those canisters are really light. They're actually definitely, the way to go is run over the canisters. That is definitely the way to go, but I think one of these actually blocks off. Nope. I was pretty sure there's one of these where the canister side is actually covered by, what are those, death fields. Well, we'll see. I just don't want to, yeah, right there. I'm like, I know if I keep blindly driving forwards at full speed, I'm gonna run into those and it's not gonna be a good time for me. Can I see, because I think there's like a white line on the ground. No, it's only when I get closer to, oh god, he's right. Yeah, you really cannot see where the grids are from a distance, and that's really bothers me. It doesn't feel like this level is meant to be taken that seriously, though. Oh, what am I doing? I thought that was gonna go bad. I'm like, oh no, I don't have room here. I did, just barely. Where is the, yeah. Let me just slip on through there. Let's see if I can just run at this full speed. Yeah, these are much smaller than the ones later on. No, I cannot just force my way through. That makes me sad. Okay, that's not too bad, but I still don't feel like I can actually call this a particularly good level. It's an interesting gimmick to it. I don't hate the gimmick, I'm just like, I don't think I would enjoy playing this many times or trying to actually get a good time through it. I feel like that would get frustrating real quick. That, and I don't like the basically requiring memorization on a lot of those, because like those grids, it's like you pop up if you were lined up at one, you're probably not correcting out of that. You're probably either exploding or coming to a dead stop, and yeah, you might as well just be taking it slow at that point. Yeah, so that was the only challenge level. Cool. We got quite a few new levels. Right. So I'm seeing, I think there was a set of levels someone said that was uploaded weirdly and like aren't actually playable. Check the workshop real quick because I saw songs that looked like that. Most recent. Yeah, the anim tests. Okay, yeah. Yeah, it just tags level. Ah, thumbnail actually looks vaguely interesting. But if they're not playable levels, I'm not like going into the editor to dig things out and stuff. That's not what I'm doing today. Rembh by Rembh. Let's see what this is all about. We've seen the menu, let's see the track. Strikes me as probably someone's first track. Or an early one. Look, I don't hate the skybox they're using here. Like, I think it's kind of neat looking. But the rest of this is pretty basic and just kind of there. And this is a very long straightaway for only having hazards at the very beginning of it. That's way too much downtime. Those are odd and out of place looking. Now we're getting some actual obstacles. Okay. Yeah, not a fan of a saw that goes off the track like that, just into space. Functionally as an obstacle, it works, but don't look right. What the heck is what? Excuse me? I can't jump? Why is jump disabled? No. No wings? What is this? Do I even have cooldown? I didn't notice. I feel like I have unlimited cooldown, because I don't feel like I should be able to do this without being about to explode by now. So yeah, why does this section of the track exist? Wait, why can I drive on this now? What? Is this a case of an uncapped spine that wasn't aligned correctly, so I phased through it? I think it is. Okay, yeah, I went through the road because they're not aligned correctly and uncapped. Okay. But, also, there is nothing out there, so I'll go the other direction, I guess. It's a certified Rembh moment. Apparently. Like, yeah, this really feels like someone's, like, first track just trying stuff out, which is fine, but it's not a particularly good track. In fact, there are pretty glaring problems with it. Oh, God. Was that virus spirit thing? No, that was the thing that's like a small version of the old one. Where am I going? I don't know. The obstacles have all disappeared. And suddenly, blinding light and ramps to place. And again, a whole lot of nothing. I'm really glad I did not phase through the track and fall into nothingness there. I will say that. I appreciate that after my earlier experience. That is not exactly glowing praise, though. Not exactly the kind of compliments you want to be getting. It's like, well, your track didn't utterly cease to function and throw me off into oblivion. So there's that. And a whole lot of nothing. And another section of just straight away with nothing. Yeah, not great level design. In case it needed to be explicitly said. I have stated that distance is fully grounded gameplay with no abilities is not a strong point, and driving a straightaway like that is doubly so. Not distance is strong. Say that. God, how long is this? On one hand, I feel like I've seen enough. On the other, there could be random, janky nonsense like thrown together decorations that I kind of want to see if they exist. But this looks like another really long straightaway, but at least I think I see a checkpoint up here, thank God. Why does the track keep switching between no handrails and handrails? I don't understand. That's a hell of a transition right there. Oh, uh-oh. I'm actually kind of having to try to stay on the road now. Also, I'm confused why I'm not allowed to jump. I suppose it's probably because the person who made this is aware that unlimited cooldown plus grip thrusters means people just fly where they want, but it probably should just not give people unlimited cooldown. Generally, that's something that really needs to be used carefully. I've said this before. I know cooldown rings and getting decent spacing on them is a pain, but it makes everything feel so much better, and then you don't have to worry about stuff like people just, driving off your track and flying into the end, because I could very well do that here because there are, like, low or no handrails in a lot of spots, so, like, just because I can't jump is not actually going to stop me from being able to abuse that. No, I'm not going to check the other way. I was like, oh, what? I'm like, you know what? No, it's not worth it. I just want to get to the end of this. Oh my gosh, how many ridiculously long straightaways are in this track? Well, this is not a great way to start off the session, I'll tell you that. Been here for almost 6.5 minutes now. Wait. Is this doubling back? Oh no. Oh no. This better not be what I think it is. This better not loop back into that intersection. Okay, it doesn't. Why does... Oh, that way just goes down to a giant freaking death spiral, I guess. Question, is this going to be another you picked the wrong intersection, the road just ends moment? Or is it just this road goes straight forever? Forever. Oh, I see an end of track. That's not a good sign. That is very explicitly a bad sign. Oh no, I am concerned now. Oh, what is this? Is this actual portal? Oh my god, does a portal exist in this level? Oh, yes. Oh no. And we're immediately back in oh no territory. Is there something on the other side of that portal that I could have ended up in? Or is this portal literally just... Did it just teleport me out in front of it? I think it did. Huh. Yeah, it actually does not send me anywhere. Great. I am tempted to just fly out to this section of the track, but for the sake of what I'm doing with this series, I really should attempt to actually navigate on track to the end, and I am not playing this track more than once, so I'm not going to, try to cheat it and then try to play it normally, because no. Just no. Plus, I have no idea if that even is the end out there. Like, it looks like it might be something, but hell if I know. I have zero confidence that there's an actual end zone in that direction. Actually, maybe I could have used the compass to track down the end zone, but no. Like I said, I'm not actually trying to do that. Is this a teleporter? Let's hope this one actually works. Otherwise, I am flying out to whatever that is. Oh, God. I feel like I actually teleported that time, but I'm not sure. Wait, where did I come from? It teleported me to the other one? No, what the hell? What is happening in this place? I think it was supposed to teleport me over to one of these. But I think the teleporters are constructed incorrectly. That would be my guess. Uh-oh. Okay, I almost overshot the track, and that would have been bad and made me very sad. Yes, this looks like an end zone. Thank God. Is it directly behind the start zone? So yeah, no, that's a very easy thumbs down. I'm sorry to the track's creator, because this feels like your first track. I would say, keep it up, but you've got a lot to learn if that was intended to be an actual track for people to play. If it's just a test bed, you know what? That's fine. That's fine. Let me, where is the description of this? It's just an awesome community level. Cool. So, no, it doesn't have a description. And I said I wasn't gonna play this game. I'm not. I just want to see if the exit is actually right behind this. It is. The end zone is actually right here. Hold on, let me see if I can remember some of the shit I've actually learned from my air control practice. Where am I going? I don't know. I'm trying to go places. Hooray! New record. Could probably do this in like 5 seconds if you're actually good at that. So yeah, you took away the jump, but because infinite cooldown, that's still gonna happen. That and putting the end zone right behind the start zone, that's kind of always, someone's always gonna find a way for that, but just a note. Anyways, let's get out of here. Let's see if there's actual tracks. I mean, there's a bunch of those. I think they will actually have some pretty decent stuff today. Oh, Galaxy Realm looks awfully similar, just with, you know, an actual set, what's it, thumbnail. I'm gonna regret this, but I'm going to do this one next so we can get it out of the way. Actually, it looks like it might be different. Maybe it's just based on it because, you know, it's their style and that was their best bit working. You know what? Let's find out. You know, let's try to not prejudge it too much. Excuse me. But it also doesn't have a description. This looks an awful lot like that, just there are some changes. Actually, there isn't the cool, like, crazy fog cloud stuff, just purple stars. What is this? I don't know if it's just the draw distance is so larger, or if the track layout's actually different. This is a long-ass straight. Oh, I can actually jump? They decided to give us jump, no wings, though. You know what? Fair enough, but at the same time, infinite cooldown means this level is immediately broken, and no one will ever play, or anyone trying to get a decent time will not play 97% of this track, because there is almost certainly no reason to. Especially if it's like the other one, but with even less hazards and just as much ridiculously long straightaways that I might actually just off-road this at some point. You know what? I have a... Actually, no, I don't think... I don't remember. The other one was so goddamn long, I don't remember if we had a long, slow spiral like that. I know I have a better way to test how much this other one translated into this track. I'm going to go directly behind the start zone and see what's there. That's what I'm gonna do. Okay, this is a little bit different. No, this is definitely different. They've definitely changed stuff up, but it seems like they still use the other level as like a template to build this. Because we did have like the two separate paths coming in, so the other one may have actually been like essentially an early prototype of this level when they were just testing ideas and trying things out. And why am I going up here? This is just a long, slow curving straightaway. I do not need to see that. So, yeah. Honestly, well, no. This one, at least this end part, is more cohesive and actually functional, perhaps more importantly, than the end of the test version, which I'm just going to assume it is. But the fact that we had a bunch of straightaway in the beginning that had no hazards, the other one didn't, I'm like, in that way, this is actually a step back. Oh, we actually got medals. Cool. I appreciate that, but honestly, just from the start and from what I could see, this track needs a lot of work. We need more going on. We need not just long straightaways. I'm not going through that. I'm sorry. I've had more than enough from the previous one. I am actually not subjecting myself to that right now. As much as I subject myself to dumb shit a lot of the time, but maybe if I hadn't done them back to back, I think even if I did that one last, I would really probably not go through it. Alright, so what is this? An Asteroid Realm by Creeper's Rock, okay. Very slight frame dropping. Not anything crazy, but I definitely noticed it. Anyways, cool asteroid field, very much in space. We got boost rings. It's a decent start. We have limited cooldown. We have maneuvering thrusters. I'm not going to try jumping just yet. Now I will. Okay. We have wings. Okay, all abilities enabled. Good start. Loop looks very skippable, but you know what? That's honestly not a bad thing. If you make loops intentionally, just understand they will be skipped by anyone going for time. Or it's a very basic type of skip to be pulling off. So yeah, this track design is very, very prone to skippage, that's for sure, but I'm sure Creepers knows that and is like, you know what, that's gonna happen, but it's fine. So, and if that is the case, then sure. Intentional design decisions are entirely valid like that. That weird like blue hard light track was kind of neat. So it didn't like really feel like anything that special because I'm like, sure, it kind of shut off the sound and stuff, but it was a nice little change of pace, even though I should really skip it because I don't know. I'm like, that doesn't feel like reward enough for driving around that whole S ring when I could just hopped the hand railing and skipped all of that. I think an issue with this track is it feels very samey. Yeah, we got a few things like that, but it's like they're in inconsequential parts where I'm like, I don't feel like I should go there if I'm actually trying to do well at this track. Alright, there's a point of interest. Seeing that big meteor asteroid flyby was cool. I kind of expected it to be more of a track hazard, but just having that as a visual event in the track is actually a nice touch. Things like that are good. You can have non-gameplay visual things that honestly make track feel a lot cooler and interesting. That is one of them, but it's the only one I've seen so far, really. Other than if we mention that, you know, one little bit of different track type. I feel like what this needs is more like having the track actually spiral and twist more through the asteroids instead of just feeling like a road that's just turning, orbiting around them and turning. Okay, now I got another one of these. It gives a sense of zero G mode. That's kind of neat. That's kind of a nice touch, but I'm still just like, huh. It's more like a small novelty that I don't feel like is doing much for the track. It's not like hurting the track, but I'm like, it helps a little bit, but not that much. Ooh, I like that galaxy particle effect out there. That's cool. Or galaxy looking thing. Yeah, we need some like going inside of a giant asteroid or something, or yeah, it's like, I don't know. This feels a very classic Realm, but without any big like set pieces. Like many of the Realms at least had one big moment or set piece thing that was like, look at this cool kind of crazy thing. Like, sure, it's not really changing the gameplay much, but it, like, you're driving through a giant tornado while doing your infinite doom spirals, or, you know, this is like a spinny thing surrounded by a giant lightning ball. You're still just driving the track loops, but you know there's something cool around it. Where this is like, yeah, oh, what is that? Oh, big booster section. Okay, yeah, more stuff like that would do a lot for this track. So it's like there's something kind of neat every once in a while, but they're so far spaced out. It's like the environment for this is cool, but it gets really samey really fast. Now this is promising. More stuff like this where we're like going in between giant asteroids or in like an asteroid cavern, something like that to kind of give us different like environments within the overall environmental theme of the track, essentially. It just needs something more. The very basic kind of gameplay it gives. Like I said, it's very classic Realms, which if it's what you're going for, you know what? Sure. I just think that you need a little more than that for a track to really truly be good. Even if you're not trying to do crazy distance things, it's like you still, there's still things you should do. Granted, this is far from the worst. Like, it's kind of okay. I just feel like it's wearing out its welcome. Oh god. Oh, that sucks. I reacted that poorly because I wasn't paying enough attention because I'm honestly getting kind of bored. I'm like, this is not like absolute terrible realms realm, but it's not that much better than like an okay, very basic realm. Like, it is better because like the booster rings honestly help a lot, and though it does lose some points for the environment stuff. Like, yeah, it's asteroid field, it does that very well, but it's like, that's all we're doing for like 10 minutes straight. I'm like, you need a little more than that. Yeah, and if you're going for a very classic realm style instead, oh, we got another one of those. Oh, and there's an arrow on that asteroid. Why? That's cool. I like that. That's like the kind of visual flair we need. I want. See, this feels cool. If we were doing more stuff like that, more regular, like I said, every once in a while, we get something neat to break up the track, but it's like they're way too far spaced apart. We need more little bits and pieces. Boost. Oh, okay. Now we're getting some of the card upgrades. Yeah, this back part of the track is definitely better than the early part. I will say that right now. I'm like, yeah, now we're getting some stuff. It's like we needed that kind of pacing much earlier, and honestly there should be more of it in general, even in this part, but this is much better. But also, how long is this? Okay, we get a 0G segment, which I think is kind of neat. Oh, we get another booster zone. It was not a one-time thing, thankfully. I would have been like, man, that's kind of disappointing if that's literally the only one in the entire level. No, we got 2. Yeah, it still needs a lot more, but those are not the things that are in here are not bad things. Like, having that is not bad. It's just we need a lot more. That's basically all I'm gonna be saying this entire track. So I'm like, what else am I gonna say here? Like, yes, asteroids, cool. Realm, driving on road, yay. I guess. This would be, I already tell, it is, and definitely is a more interesting experience trying to do skips and stuff, but it's like, I don't know how good or cohesive an experience that's actually going to be either. So like, there's so many asteroids and shit, it's just going to be like, find direction to end zone, go that way, probably never touch track again. Or if you do, it's only briefly and you're not really engaging with the actual neat bits in this track, which is a shame. Oh, there's the end. Yay. That's how long the realm is. Yeah, I have too many issues with this realm. I feel a little bad about giving it a thumbs down, but it's like, no, there's way too much downtime and poorly spaced actual things of interest. Like, we had more of those like the booster gates, just a little more different things, some of the signs and gaps and stuff. Like, just it needs more. It's got too much downtime.